This is the sequel to yesterday's video. This is the third air conditioner from my friend. This is a Frigidaire model, 12,000 BTU unit. There's a screwdriver within it. So I suspect that's a mistake, so I'll have to call him and see if he wants that screwdriver back. This is a fairly new model, and I suspect this would have been extremely expensive. This probably ran 500-600 beans easy when it was new. So I'm very grateful to his family for passing this along at no cost. I guess they just bought all new air conditioners. I don't know. There was no explanation as to why they were getting rid of these. So this is the one that we'll put in the garage, providing it works. And at 12,000 BTU, should provide pretty good cooling in here. And you know, I'm not super confident in the reliability of it, as is the case with all new equipment. But if it breaks in the garage, well, not a big deal. You know, whereas if something breaks in the bedroom or in the kitchen, that would be... Here in the garage is more of a convenience factor. So it looks very clean. I have to say they definitely took good care of their equipment. Here's the remote. Filter's a little dusty, but that's no problem. Clean that up real quick. Coil itself is perfectly clean, so that's good. I think that Frigidaire seems to make some of the better stuff that's made today. Of course, it doesn't hold a candle to, you know, a 20 or 30-year-old machine, but in the realm of stuff made today, I think Frigidaire is one of the better brands. Let's see if we have any information. Here we go. It's made by the Electrolux Home Products Company. The model is 31033U1. Wow, only 7 amps? 7.8 amps? Oh, it's a 10,000, not 12. Okay, that's why. 10,000 BTU, 7.8 amps. That's still pretty good compared to what we're running here, because we're drawing, what was it, 4 and 5? So we're pulling 9 amps right now, and I'm not getting the desired results. So if we could pull 7.8 or 8 amps and get the desired results, so that's fantastic. 550 psi, yikes, that's high. No wonder these always leak. 2017, so actually it might not have been that expensive, because that would have been pre the, was it 2.5 times product cost inflation that happened recently. I mean, it still would have been well into the triple digits. I would say 300-400 probably. You know, still not cheap at all, but not quite as bad. Let's see what the condenser is looking like. It's kind of hard to tell if it's blocked up or not. There's some rust at the bottom, so we definitely need to drill a drain hole, but it doesn't look too bad. I can see light through most of it, so it's not completely filthy. You can see through it, so I'm thinking that maybe it's a good spraying with the hose through and through. Maybe all this really needs. You know, plus we're in the garage too, so if it's not 100% clean, you know, who cares? The garage is dirty anyways. Well, this garage is pretty clean because I occupy it regularly. Alright, so let's go ahead and power this thing on and see what kind of performance we have. this is power. Okay. Very, very loud, that's for sure. Not a whole lot of air coming out. That's high. Medium. And the low. There's like no difference between those speeds at all. Alright, well, let's go to cool. Compressor came on. It's already getting a little bit cooler than it was. These have only two positions. This has two different angles. Feels like it's starting to cool. Yeah, it's getting cold. It's not R22 cold, but it is cooling. Now putting 71 with E6 going in, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it definitely works. Alright, good enough. That's all I wanted to know. So we know it works, so we can go ahead and tear this thing down, clean it up a little bit, and then stick it in the window, and it should work tremendously better than that. And hopefully I can eliminate that dehumidifier and just use the one machine and get cool and dehumidification from the same piece of equipment.